All right, it is the big day, 1,000 subscriber Q&A special. Thank you everyone who made this possible. Um, yeah, I don't want to waste too much time beforehand. Uh, I kind of had a busy week and pushed this off, but here we are. So hopefully you enjoy, and we will get into it. All right, so I think, a couple posts asking for questions. Um, so I believe I've got all of them. If I missed yours, I'm sorry. Uh, Comment, remind me. I'll follow up to you in said comment. But yeah, we will start that off. So, what's your go-to fun drink? Like energy drink or coffee? I'm not a big energy drink person. Uh, yeah, and just generally I'm not. I like coffee. I like it simple. I like black coffee. I know. Yeah, honestly, like I don't go to Starbucks or anything. Uh, don't go to any coffee shops really. But I'm a fan of black coffee. Kind of a boring answer, but it's good. And then, do you listen to Fall Out Boy? 1 second for you, Strats. Do I listen to Fall Out Boy? Ugh. Okay, so I saw them here in the Milwaukee area during the So Much for Tour Dust tour. Uh, yeah, right here. Yeah, but that was cool. I listened to them a good bit. I remember like years ago, if you know the movie Big Hero 6, um, their song Immortals is in it, and I think that's kind of what got me into them all those years ago. I remember getting to the end of the movie and just rewinding it to the credits just to listen to the song over and over again. Um, but yeah, I like them. They put on a good show. Um, they got good music. Listen to them quite a bit. And do you like metal music? If so, who is your favorite artist? So I'm not big into metal. It's one of the couple genres I'm not super big into. If you would consider like Linkin Park to be kind of alt metal, then I guess I would go with them. Um, that's probably frustrating you hearing that, but yeah, really just not a super big metalhead. Yeah, gonna have to go with Linkin Park there. Right. And then cats or dogs? My favorite is definitely cats. I have two beautiful ones. Also, do you like school? I know you're a senior, but still. So for cats or dogs, again, kind of a boring stance. I like both. Uh, I've had cats since like first grade, I want to say. My current cat I've had since second grade. Her name is Oreo. She is under my bed somewhere. We had Tony, who we just had to put down back in April. He's a good boy. Had him about 5 years, just shy of it. And then we have a dog, Gracie. She's a 5-year-old German Shepherd. Or probably, yeah, close to 6, because we're coming up on a year of having her. Yeah, I mean, I like both. Big fan of both. I have a bunch of friends, a good amount of family with dogs. Same with cats. Um, so I've grown up around both. I have both. They're both cool in their own ways. I like them. Pets are nice. And then for if I like school, I'd say so generally. Um, I like social aspects of it. I like seeing people. I like a good amount of the teachers. Um, yeah, I mean, we're at the end of senior year, so it's it's all coming to a close, kind of winding down for the year. So days are feeling a little longer, not doing as much. Um, yeah, it's good. It's fun. It is what you make of it. So just make it a good time. And what's your opinion on motorcycles, my dude? So probably not gonna like hearing this. Uh, I think they're fine. I don't really care either way about them. I do make fun of them quite a bit. They're quite loud, and a lot of people are quite obnoxious about them. But like they're fine. If you have one, if you ride one, cool, good for you. Just don't. I don't like people being all show offy. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like also the motorcycles that are like three wheelers, I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose of a motorcycle, like with it being a motorcycle. I feel like it's kind of like a, it's like a tricycle, but for as a motorcycle. It's got the training wheels on it. I don't know. Like if you got a motorcycle, just get a motorcycle. I don't know. That's how I see it. What is your favorite game? I subbed and liked, by the way. First off, thank you. Uh, and anyone watching, you might want to do the same. I don't know. I wouldn't mind. You should do it. But favorite game of all time is The Last of Us. So I remember years ago, I think it was either towards like the end, maybe like 5th grade, so end of elementary school or sometime in middle school, playing it at one of my friend's houses because he had the game. Love the story, fun gameplay. And then like a few years later, around 2020, The Last of Us 2's out. I'm like in the back of my grandparents' car driving to, I think, my grandpa's sister's house, just hang out with all of them over there. But like just watching PewDiePie live stream the second game, it's just like, yeah, this is cool. I love the story, love these characters. Not as big a fan of the show, but yeah, I love the game. Favorite game of all time is The Last of Us. Incredible game, beautiful story. Highly recommend it to anyone who does not know of it. Look into the game, not the show. The game. Season 1 of the show is alright. Season 2 was yeah, there's your answer for that. And how did you make your money? I've been working since 8th grade. So, yeah, I just work at a local restaurant. Hired at 14. So I've been there, same job over 4 years now. It's weird to think about. But yeah, that's how I do that. Get a job, then you get money. Woo! Yeah, who's your favorite band from the 90s? I might. So, I like quite a bit of 90s music. I'm a pretty decent Nirvana fan. Don't know too much of theirs, but I like them. I like Green Day, big fan of them. Big fan of Smashing Pumpkins, Weezer, Oasis. But yeah, I think overall, Red Hot Chili Peppers, if we consider them a band from the 90s. So, and they blew up in the 90s. Pretty sure. I forget when exactly they started, but like it blew up in the 90s. So I'll consider them a band from the 90s. Really good music from them. It's fun to play on bass, especially. Snow Heyo is a pain on guitar, but I'm working on it slowly but surely. So yeah, favorite band from the 90s would be Red Hot Chili Peppers. And for my cousin Jordan, congrats, cuz. What's been your favorite concert you've been to, and what was the least favorite? Ooh. So, okay, I have a few answers to this one. So, I can't really narrow it down to one favorite, because I went to see 21 Pilots with my dad last, well, 2 Octobers ago, during the Clancy tour. That was like best night of my life. I saw him again this last September. Awesome show, loved it. Amazing set with my girlfriend. But then also, like, Imagine Dragons, saw them in, I think, 2022 maybe. First concert, I was super close up to the stage. Just like I can still listen to some of the songs from that night, especially the opening one, and like picture exactly like all the movements that were happening, all that, like exact time confetti went off, like when gestures were made. Um, and then also I went with one of my friends to see Boy with Duke last April. Yeah, last April. And then, so I got VIP tickets, so we got to meet Charlie, Boy with You. I have quite a few pictures with him. Got to talk to him a little bit. It's like that, just really cool experience getting to meet someone I look up to there, like someone whose music I've been listening to for years. Just get to meet him. So, like like I don't have a bad concert experience. Least favorite? Really, I can't say I have a least favorite. Like, every concert I've been to has been good for its own reasons. Yeah. Sorry to leave that one kind of open there, but yeah, I mean, I've liked every show I've been to. And if price were no object, what would be your dream instrument? Like, I don't really have anything too specific in mind, but I'm sure if you watching this now are someone who has seen some other of my stuff, like I'm really big into the bass, especially. I got my electric behind me. I have bass next to me, acoustic bass, acoustic guitar, baritone uke. Got a lot of instruments. Yeah, 5-string bass would be cool though. Like, I don't have a specific year, make, model, but yeah, just a 5-string bass kind of opens up the range of what I can play a bit more. That would be cool. And then, not a question, but from Chuffed Kayaker, you should go check him out, by the way. Have someone play 2-second clips and see how many you get right out of 20 songs. So, I thought of this a while back too, but yeah, I really like the idea. I also posed the idea a few days ago of like doing my thoughts on every 21 Pilots song, like, series of videos, in the hopefully near future, just when I get the chance to do them. So I have those at some point. I have this at some point, definitely. So yeah, something like this, probably soonish. That'll be fun to do. What kind of bass do you have, and where do you get it? Also, what are your favorite oldies songs? So, I have a Fender P bass, just right here. Then, so I got it from my grandparents' neighbor, actually. It was her brother's. He played in a band. He passed away a bit ago though, and she wanted it to go to someone who would use it. And like, I'm into music, so she offered, "Hey, yeah, do you want this?" I was like, "Of course." um, so my grandparents' neighbor, uh, actually, she's how I've got the bass. She's how I have my electric. She's how I have the amp for the electric. Um, she also gave me a box with a couple pedals in it and just some more chords I can use. Um, so yeah, shout out Connie. Uh, and then some favorite oldies songs. Say, I like The Chain. Uh, Very fun bass part. I know you suggested that a while back. It was fun to play. Um, I like Come As You Are. Like, it's not that old though. I mean, like, depending on what you consider oldies, uh, like, I don't have specific songs in mind exactly, but uh, like I like a good bit of Depeche Mode. My dad would listen to them a lot when I was younger. I like a good amount of U2. Also listen to them. Same with like Red Hot Chili Peppers, older Green Day songs, old Weezer songs, kind of who I brought up earlier. But thinking about it though, actually, Stand By Me, very good song. Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis. I don't know, not too. I mean, The Man Who Sold the World, I like the David Bowie, and then also Nirvana cover. Yeah, I don't have too many oldies songs in mind, but yeah, those are all songs and groups I like, depending on what you would consider oldies. So,
Right. What are your favorite songs to play on bass? Why did you choose bass? You're thinking of learning an instrument. You're deciding which one you want to learn. Okay, so my favorite songs to play on bass, I'd say mostly 21 Pilots. Say Drum Show is probably the favorite. Navigating, also very much up there. Um, I like a lot of Red Hot Chili Peppers also. Like Dark Necessities, Can't Stop. Say, for non-slap bass, Drum Show's my favorite. For slap bass, Dark Necessities by Red Hot Chili Peppers is my favorite. And then why did I choose bass? Um, so 21 Pilots, there was a festival a few years back. It was the Stranger Things intro into the song Heathens, and I loved that. I thought it was awesome. Tyler, the lead guy of 21 Pilots, playing the bass for it. That's what made me want to learn bass. So yeah, I think it's just a cool instrument. And then, what electric guitar do you suggest for me after coming from acoustic? And what do you think is the best way to get to 1,000 subs? So, for an electric guitar, honestly, my first electric guitar is a Fender. That's a bit more on the expensive side. I'm not too versed in electric guitars besides what I've got. Um, but I'd say like you don't have to get anything too expensive if you're learning, especially. But then the best way to get to 1,000 subscribers, upload consistently, as much as you can, as consistent as you can. Um, just stick with what you're doing. The people will come to you. Just do what you want to do. Stick with it, and there will be growth. And when did you first fall in love with 21 Pilots? So I'd say I remember hearing Heathens on the radio years ago when that came out and saying to my parents, oh, like, this is the best song ending of all time. Don't quite agree with that anymore, but, like, 8-year-old me loved that. Um, but then I'd say I really got into them during, like, the lead up to Clancy. I just thought that was when I first learned of the lore. Really interesting way to tell a story through music, and I just thought it was really cool. And I got super obsessed super quickly. Hasn't stopped. So yeah, pretty much lead up to Clancy. That's when I really fell in love with them. And then my favorite song from every NF album, EP, mixtape, and what is my favorite album? I got my phone up just to see the albums again, just make sure I've got everything in the right spot. But I'll start from newest to oldest. But so Hope, my favorite song there is Running. Clouds, the mixtape. Say favorite, it's Drifting. I like Drifting a lot. The Search, my favorite. I'd say either. This one's a bit tougher. I like a lot of them.
It's between The Search and When I Grow Up. I always get down to When I Grow Up. But then Perception, I'd say Let You Down. That's my favorite off Perception. I saw NF live actually a couple of years ago. Very good show. I saw Let You Down. Quite a few others I like a lot. Therapy Session. I like Therapy Session a lot. Name of the album there, but yeah, it's kind of like Stan in a way by Eminem. Like kind of just talking to himself in the music. Then Mansion. I think, yeah, my favorite off of Mansion is Mansion. So 2 in a row there. Favorite track is the namesake of it. But then say my favorite from Fear. I have a signed CD. My grandparents got me that. It was cool. Also Fear. Going with that. Namesake of the album. And then favorite album overall. I would say like maybe recency bias, possibly. But favorite album would be Hope. That's the one that really got me into him. I'd known of him for a bit, for a few years, but then like Hope just really got me going. Liked all the songs. And Running is my favorite song of his. So being in the album, that kind of helps to make it my favorite album. Again, he's got good stuff though. How many eyes do I have? I'm pretty sure I've got 3. 2 here, 1 in my name. Ha ha ha. What brand is your microwave? I've got a Maytag microwave. Yeah. What song do you really want to learn? And what's your dream job? Music? So, what song do you really want to learn? I'd say on bass, I really want to learn Hysteria by Muse. On electric guitar, I really want to learn Snow by Red Hot Chili Peppers. I know it, it's just super tough to play fast and the whole duration of the song. Don't really have any I'm avidly wanting for the uke or acoustic. Well, yeah, none I'm super striving for right now. And yeah, what's your dream job? I'd say like music would be cool.
like really passionate about music, but also like something aerospace would be really cool to do. I'm a big NASA fan. Almost saw a rocket launch back in fourth or fifth grade, but it got delayed to after I was gone from Florida. So one day I will see one. That's the goal. But yeah. And why did you decide to start a YouTube channel? And one more just in case, do you watch anime or any show? So I decided to start a YouTube channel like a few years ago. I started this originally doing like random stuff from games, mostly Minecraft, kind of just for something fun to do. But currently I'm doing it, especially with the transition to music stuff. It kind of forces me to stay more consistent with learning and practicing. So, like, and I also just want to share music. I am a very big music person, as I'm sure you cannot tell. But yeah, it's just kind of a cool, fun hobby. And then anime or any show. Anime I've watched Sword Art Online, Death Note, the movie A Silent Voice. Haven't really watched others. Or any show. I'd say my favorite show in general is Community. If anyone knows that, that's a good one. And then The Office is really good too. It's a classic one. But favorite show is Community. Arrested Development's good too. But yeah. What's your favorite video you've made? There was a project for my AP European History class a bit ago. I stayed up way too late making it, spent way too long on it, but I like the end result. I made the French Revolution according to Tyler Joseph. I just spent a lot of time making, like, not animated, wasn't animated, but making static images appear animated, and like all involving Tyler Joseph and 21 Pilots song lyrics. It was fun. That's the most fun I've had with making one. That's my favorite video I've made. What's some of your favorite 21 Pilots merch? I like the zip-ups I've got from the concerts. I like all the posters I've got. All the vinyls. The More Than We Ever Imagined flag. I have the More Than We Ever Imagined movie poster, and not the one from the merch store, the actual poster, because I have a friend who works at a movie theater, so he was able to hook me up with that. Shout out Colin. And then also this really cool clock back there that my grandparents found while in Barcelona, Spain. I like that a lot. Very cool. And then I also have a Clancy strap on my bass guitar. It's like the stole. But yeah. Ooh. Also, like, it isn't merch, but like I've got a Clancy mask that I used for a Halloween costume this last year. Like that a lot. I pretty much like all of it. Yeah. Ooh. Another. The Dark Clancy CD box set. I have the Clancy journal. The pages fell out of the binding, which really sucks. If anyone knows how to fix that, let me know, please. Thank you. Yeah, I have a lot of 21 Pilots merch, and I like all of it. It is all equally my favorite. Why are you so cool? You know, I really can't help it. It kind of just happens. I don't know, man. I don't know what else to tell you. Do you wish you were bald? No, I like my hair. I'm keeping it. And how many 21 Pilots concerts have you been to? So I've been to 2. One was in Chicago for night 1 during the Clancy tour. And then also here in Milwaukee this past September for the Breach tour. And then I'll have a third time under my belt this coming October in Columbus. So yeah, looking forward to that. What's your favorite 21 Pilots song to play on your instruments? For the bass, it is Drum Show. For the electric guitar, I feel like not many songs are super guitar heavy compared to bass, but for the electric guitar, I would say I've been working on learning the Message Man bridge, like that they used for the live shows. So I'd say Message Man bridge for that. For the acoustic, Formidable. Love that song. And then on the uke, I'd have to go with the Judge. It's tough. I like playing Paladin Straight. I like playing the Craving. But the favorite on there is the Judge. What's your favorite song to play on bass in general? Again, two answers. One, just I'd say Drum Show. It's very fun for the fretting hand as well. But then for like slap bass, I would have to say Dark Necessities by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Depends on the style. And again, from the Chuffed Kayaker, check him out. Do you like fishing? So, I've tried it. I can see why people enjoy it and see why you enjoy it. It is not for me personally. I don't not like it, but I also don't particularly like it. I'm indifferent to it, but I do see the appeal. We do both have bass. Congrats on 1,000 subs. Woo. What are some reasons you like 21 Pilots so much? So, I really like the way they tell stories in the music. I think it's really cool that like Blurryface Onward, it was a continuous story. Like the level of detail they put into the world building is also really cool. Like all the fan interactions, all the different live shows, like the cryptic shirts during the Clancy tour. Like there was the like never-ending live stream. Like there's just a bunch of stuff they do. And like the live stream when Clancy released, like I stayed up, watched that whole thing. The movie, I don't know, it's something more artists are doing now, but like it's just really cool to see that. And also like a lot of the themes of their music, they like do a really good job at incorporating it into the songs. But like also like in a subtle way, I guess. Like the message is there. You know what it's about. But then also like there's this whole rest of the song around the message. I don't know. They really good songwriting, really good instrumentation, good production. I love them. They're cool. And I believe this is the last question here. Do you like Star Wars? Yes. Right now, it's a bit complicated because like grew up loving Star Wars. My dad loves Star Wars. The current direction it's been going in, don't quite love that. But I do like Star Wars. If yes, what's your favorite Star Wars character? Favorite Star Wars character. I don't know. I like Obi-Wan quite a lot. Especially around the Clone Wars era. And then, yes, what's your favorite Star Wars movie or show?
My favorite Star Wars movie is Rogue One. I went and saw that. I remember seeing it with my dad in theaters opening weekend years ago when that was. That was cool. And then, if yes, what's your opinion on the new show Maul Shadow Lord? I have not watched it. I've been really bad about shows on Disney Plus. I'll watch movies, but shows. I watched The Mandalorian. I watched a bit of Obi-Wan. Uh, didn't get around to Andor, but maybe this summer when there's more time. I don't know. But yeah, have not watched Maul Shadow Lord, so I can't really give an input there. Well, all right. So that should be all the questions, as long as I didn't miss any. So thank you again, everyone who liked, subscribed, watched, just helped get me to this point of 1,000 subscribers, because that's pretty cool. My goal was 1,000 by graduation, and it happened. So yeah. Um, but yeah, again, thank you for watching. Thanks for sticking around, because like I read comments, I respond, I recognize a whole lot of people. Um, and it's cool, kind of having a small little community. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. I will see you later, and bye bye.